So I just came across this tool called a aisbom, and it's like the ultimate scanner for AI models. It digs deep into binary files to find security risks.
Wait, seriously. A scanner that goes beyond just checking requirements files. What does it actually look for?
Exactly, it performs what's called deep binary introspection on model files. It can detect malware and legal issues buried inside.
That's fascinating. So it's not just skimming the surface. What kinds of files are we talking about here?
It works on files like PT, PKL, and SAFA tensors. Those are typical for machine learning models, right?
Right, those file types can be pretty complex. But how does it actually find these risks without loading everything?
Good question. It analyzes the headers and extracts metadata without putting the whole model into RAM. Super efficient.
Wow, that sounds practical. But what happens if it detects a risk? Does it provide actionable insights?
Yes, it gives a combined risk assessment, showing security and legal risks right in the terminal after a scan.
That's useful. Can you give me an example of what it might flag? Like, what would a critical risk look like?
Sure, for instance, it might flag a PyTorch file as critical if it detects a remote code execution risk. Yikes.
Yikes indeed. And what about legal risks? Are those flagged too?
Absolutely, if a model has a non-commercial license hidden in its binary, a aisbom can catch that. It's crucial for compliance.
But isn't it possible for some models to slip through? Like, what about the edge cases?
Good point. While it's robust, no tool is foolproof. The effectiveness can depend on how well the models are coded in the first place.
That makes sense. So, what are some key features that really stand out in a ISBOM?
Well, for starters, it has this pickle bomb detector that checks for harmful code execution patterns. Pretty cool.
That sounds like a real lifesaver for developers. But how does it handle the speed of scanning?
It's blazing fast. It scans large models in milliseconds by just reading headers. Efficiency is key here.
Impressive, but what about trust? How can users be sure it's not just another risky tool?
Great question. A aisbom lets you generate safe test artifacts to verify that the scanner functions correctly.
Oh, that's a clever way to build trust. So users can create mock malware to test it.
Exactly, they can generate fake models to see how well a aisbom flags potential issues.
That's super hands-on. But how does it fit into the development workflow? Any integrations?
It integrates seamlessly with GitHub Actions. You can block unsafe models right in your CI/CD pipeline.
Wow, that's a game changer. Preventing issues before they even hit production is huge.
Totally, but it also raises the question, what happens to models that pass the scan?
Good point. Just because it passes doesn't guarantee safety. Users still need to follow best practices.
Exactly, it's a tool, not a silver bullet. Understanding the model and its context is still crucial.
Right? So, there's still responsibility on the developer's part to evaluate models critically.
For sure, it's like having a really good flashlight in a dark room. It helps but doesn't replace common sense.
I love that analogy. So, with a ISBOM, we get better visibility but still need careful navigation.
Exactly, and it's exciting to see tools like this evolving with the growing complexity of AI.
Definitely. It feels like we're on the brink of something big in AI security and compliance.
Right, but there's always that what if factor. What if new types of threats emerge?
That's the challenge, isn't it? These scanners need to adapt as threats evolve.
Absolutely. Continuous updates and community feedback will be essential for a aisbom success.
Speaking of community, is a ISBOM open source? That would encourage collaboration.
Yes, it is. Open source projects thrive on community input, and that could enhance its capabilities.
That's fantastic. It'll be interesting to see how users leverage this tool in various projects.
I can't wait to see the innovations that come from this. AI security is going to be a hot topic.
Absolutely. And with a ISBOM paving the way, who knows what we'll discover next?
So true, it's a fascinating time to be involved in AI development and security.
Right, this discussion just opened up so many avenues to explore. I'm excited.
Same here, let's keep an eye on how a aisbom evolves and what new insights we can uncover together.
Definitely. I feel like we're just scratching the surface of what's possible in this space.